Hey, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. First card out is the overall energy. This is what we've got here. This card is all about our ambitions, our goals, and inspirations, okay? But this card shows where she is laying here on the ground. So it's like if you're going to make your dreams come true, the first thing you have to do is wake up, get out of bed, and get moving. This card says if you want to make your dreams come true, the first thing you have to do is wake up, okay? And that is by J.M. Power. It says this card is about setting a target, a goal, something to strive for, a purpose. Motivated by need or ambition, we now have something to aim for. Success is our chosen field. A young performer lays on the floor in an almost fetal position, possibly exhausted or at the point of giving up. Despite the constant effort and repetition she has put into her endeavors so far, she is once again questioning herself. Can she ever be good enough? Will she ever make it? Despair, doubt, and frustration cloud her progress. Possibly her efforts are hampered further by other limitations, physical or mental, or possibly outside factors. Other commitments distract her or compete for her time. It's easy enough to dream and establish goals. The question now is whether that dream is realistically achievable or a distracting oasis that will simply torment but never be reached. So, listen, that's funny that we have that because when we talk about, am I good enough? The overall energy in the Moonology deck is you are good enough. So the fact that this card brought that up, Spirit's like, you're good enough. You've got what it takes. For some of you, I feel like you've already planted seeds and you've been working on them effortlessly. And it almost feels like you're running in circles, like your day will never come. It's like, I've said this before and I'll say it again. It's like Kentucky Fried Chicken, the Colonel. He didn't get his big break until he was like in his 70s, if I remember correctly. Look that up and let me know in the comment box. But it tells you that you are very close to achieving a goal, and look at this. It says, but what do you need to release? So there's something that you need to release and conclusions are within reach. So what is it that you need to release? Is it an idea? Is it a negative mindset? Is it, everybody's going to have something different, okay? We are all going to have something different that we need to release. But Spirit says with the full moon eclipse here, you are very close to achieving a goal. Like the conclusions are definitely within reach and you're almost to the finish line. So it says continue to persevere. When I see the elephants here, elephants never give up. They just continue to go and go and go. They tend to do everything by the book. And maybe for some of you, this is what you need to do. You need to keep going and do things by the book. Maybe for some of you, it's about you writing a book. Maybe it's about you sitting down and writing out your memoirs, and maybe that you're got some type of writer's block, okay? Or maybe for some of you, you've just got too many distractions and too many other things that are vying for your time. Now, right underneath you're very close to achieving your goal, we've got TikTok. So time is of the essence. I feel like, you've put in a lot of time. I do feel like, it's not something that's just going to happen overnight. We're not all overnight successors. And if you are, then, good for you. But most of those people end up floundering later because they get way too big for their britches at the very beginning. So I almost feel like slow and steady. You go from the, tiny little elephant to the, medium elephant to boom, there you are, the leader of the pack. Okay. So I am getting, TikTok, and it says, what is it that you need to release? Maybe overthinking, overanalyzing, or maybe it's you need to, put your thoughts into action. Maybe for some of you, it's like you've been thinking about doing something for a very long time, but you're not actually doing anything. You're thinking about it. You're not doing it. Actions mean more than words, or thoughts. It's like, we can sit around and talk about our dreams and our goals and our desires, but unless you actually get up and do something, all it is talk, okay? And I know a lot of people who can be like overthinkers. Now, it does say conclusions are within reach, And we've got exchanging of gifts, okay? So this is where you're able to like share your gift with other people, okay? This is where you finally are getting the accolades for all the hard work that you've put in. You're almost to the finish line. It's like so close yet so far away. But listen, you guys, I am recording this on the new moon in Taurus. This is the perfect time for you guys to be planting those seeds. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's almost like, you know, you're just here. You're just like, fuck, you know, this, I feel like I've been working my ass off, but I'm not actually getting anywhere. And I feel like I'm just spinning my wheels. Okay. I kind of see that. It's like you're on this tightrope right now. And it's like hard for you to see like, am I gonna make it? Because we're always like wobbling, right? And I almost see the lady on the tightrope. I see her as the thinker, you know? And it almost looks like the lady on the ground, just sitting there thinking, you know? Thinking, stinking thinking. That's what I get here, stinking thinking. The overall energy with the fairy deck, we got the Three of Summer. So this is news we're celebrating. It says announcements such as weddings, graduations, or birth, and friends you cherish. So, you know, this is about, you know, I don't know why I'm getting this, but this is only going to be for a small few of you. I almost feel like you need to get together with people. I feel like it's like, for some of you, you've put so much time and energy and effort. Maybe that's all you're doing. Maybe that's all you do is just work. And you don't take any time to do anything else because you're so distracted. Maybe sometimes you need to take a step back because otherwise you're not giving what you're doing a chance to grow. For others of you, it's the opposite. You've been sitting around, you're just partying, but you're not actually getting anything done. For others of you, this is about a grand opening, okay? I'm hearing about a grand opening for your business. I like that, the grand opening. And it's funny because we've got the Three of Summer here, and then we have these three elephants here. So maybe this is about, when I see the Two of Summer here, this is about you maybe collaborating with others, collaborating with other businesses, because I feel like at the end of the day, listen, we got the Queen of Spring here, and this talks about, look at this. This is fucking hilarious. Look, you guys. No joke. We got the Queen of Spring here, and we have the good, you are good enough here, okay? And what does it say? First line, believe in yourself. And this one says what? You are good enough. Believe in yourself. It says, wonderful people want to help you maintain a balance between work and home life, okay? Again, this is about somebody who is just constantly work. She doesn't have time to do anything else. For others of you, this is getting back together with, you know, maybe an old business partner, somebody that you used to work with, and you know, maybe you're traveling backwards, and maybe for some of you, you're thinking about traveling back in time to, you know, a old job, or, you know, until you figure out what you're going to do next. And I feel like maybe for some of you, that's what you need to do. Maybe you already have a gift. Okay, for some of you, I got something about being some type of a guide. Okay, with the three elephants here, I see you being a guide. Until you figure out what you're doing. But I do feel like you're very passionate about this because the Queen of Wands is somebody who is very business oriented. She's a go-getter. She's very fiery. She's very passionate. You know, she's got, you know, but the thing is, like I said, there needs to be that work-life balance because we do have the two twos here. We have the Two of Summer and the Two of Spring. And the Two of Summer says falling in love and making serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. So maybe for some of you, this does have something to do with like a past business partner and healing that relationship with them. For others of you, this is about, you know, I almost feel like falling in love with life again. And for some of you, you need to walk away from like a partnership in order for you to truly expand and be able to shine. So each one of you is going to be something different. You know which side you lean on, okay? And what side works for you. Otherwise, get a personal reading, okay? thefootstepstopeace.com. And if you've made this far, please like this video. It does help my channel grow. It costs you nothing, to keep my channel up and running. To a spring, a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams. Great progress being made. And being the fact that it is sitting next to that Two of Cups, Two of Summer, I do feel like this is about you, working with other people, collaborating with others. I feel like someone here might even want to, they want to hire you. They feel like you are somebody that they want to, hook up with and do business with, okay? Maybe for some of you, this is about you and your husband, or you and your partner, you and your wife starting a business, or, whatever you want to call them, okay? So this, the center of the reading is all about thinking. Thinking about the possibilities and thinking about, okay, well, for some of you, you're overthinking it. You're like, well, if I do this, then I got to do this, this, and this. And you're just like, oh God, I don't even know if I can make this happen. And Spirit's like, oh, but you can. Oh, but you can. And this Queen of Spring, so this could be somebody that this person is somebody who is, they're a force to be reckoned with. And I do feel like for a lot of you, you are the force to be reckoned with. This is all about creation as well. That's what the queens represent. Queens are all about creation, creating the life of their dreams, right? Because what do women do? We create. You give us sperm, we give you a baby. You give us a home or a house, we give you a home. You give us ingredients, we make you a meal. So there's that, ebb and flow, right? Okay? And this is all about sharing your gifts with the world. I do genuinely feel like you already have a lot to go off of. I don't really feel like you need to go back to school, whoever this is. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing you as you already have this toolbox, right? And you have all the tools. All you have to do is reach in and grab those tools and do the work, And a lot of us, we wear many hats. For me, I've been a bartender. I've been a server. I've been a business advisor. I've been a landscaper. I've done masonry. Mom, as a mom, and I was a single mom. You're a chauffeur. You're a mediator. You're a mentor. You're a maid. You're you're everything. So at the end of the day, it's like you already have all the tools. And what Spirit is saying is let go of the idea that you don't. A lot of the time, something will say, oh, you have to have a bachelor's in this. Apply anyway. Sometimes it's just to weed out the weenies and see if you're going to be willing to apply regardless. Because at the end of the day, you may actually already have the tools within you to do this job, and you're well overqualified than some ding dong who went to school for 16 fucking years and was a career student. Just because somebody goes to school doesn't make them better at something than someone else, okay? That's just not the case. Some people just need that education because they need to feel like they have a certificate that backs them. I have the certificate of life experience. That's what makes me good at what I do. And at the end of the day, I will apply for things, and if I can't fucking do it, you won't have to fire me. I'll quit. I'll fold. I'm like, all right, I tried that. Didn't work. Have a good one. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. All right. So all in all, I do feel like it's not a bad reading. I think it's just about you really just trying your hand. I'm definitely getting something here in due time. There's some things that you need to work through. There's some things that you need to close out. Some old cycles that need to be closed out, and Spirit's like, chop, chop. Let's get this done. Hurry up because you got things that are getting ready to start. The numbers 11, 30, 44, and 27 could be relevant. We also have 3 and 2 twos here, okay? So those could be of importance. Also, Virgo energy could be of importance. Virgo usually rules health, and Virgo rules our employment, okay? Our service and our duty in this world. And again, it is you are good enough, for some of you, like I said, you feel like you have to do everything by the book, I got to get all the details and check all the boxes and and Spirit's like, that might actually hold you back, you know? Unless, of course, you know, yes, you need to go to school if you're going to become a doctor. Although, you know, at this point, are people even really going to doctors anymore? I think more and more people have lost all faith in doctors and all that shit, that they know better than to put their life in their hands at this point. And as we start really into this Pluto and Aquarius energy, I do feel like more and more people will be going more to independent you know, professionals and healers. Okay, just FYI. Wow, you guys, what a powerful reading. I mean, really powerful reading. Because we do have the full moon eclipse here. So definitely this card, again, let's go back to this. It's about getting up and stop thinking about it. Stop curling up in the fetal position like, oh God, this is never gonna work. Oh God, like, am I ever gonna get there? And Spirit's like, yes. If you, like, it's almost like when you lose weight, right? Okay, because we do have Virgo here. Like, if this was a health thing that you're dealing with, listen, you know, like when you lose weight, if you lose like 15 pounds in like 2 weeks, you're gonna gain that back as soon as you eat again. Okay? Like, that's not sustainable. When you lose weight over a period of time and consistency and constant working out and constantly, that's when you're actually going to see a difference, and you're going to be able to keep it off. You can go out and you can splurge one night and you don't have to, oh God, I didn't count my calories, you know, because again, you're not going to be able to be consistent on that. That's a yo-yo diet, right? Like, where you go and you just starve yourself and count your calories, and there's so many other ways of being able to lose weight that's just not one of them. You know, like, you can do it that way, but the chance of you being right back where you started is very high. So again, it's like, oh God, am I ever going to get healthy? Yeah, by making healthier choices, by taking your supplements, by, you know, and making different life choices, you're absolutely going to get healthy. But again, if it's like an overnight thing, then no, you know, it takes time. So, you know, lots for you to really think about. And I think for a lot of you, you know, it's time for you to get off the fucking fence, and it's time for you to actually get your ass to work, whether that is through your health or your work or whatever. You're really trying, and, you know, I feel like for a lot of you, you're trying to, you know, get out there and get moving. And I definitely do see some of you like partnering up for sure. Interesting, guys. I'm going to leave that here. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel grow, you guys, and it costs you nothing, okay? Even if you just click on the share and you don't actually share it, as long as you clicked on the share, it shows that it was shared. So if you guys could do that, that would be awesome too. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you again. I love you all so much. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram under thefootstepstopeace.com and Peace Unhinged Tarot. Take care.